Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Christo here.
And Jessica, welcome to Budget Freedom Books.
Thank you very much for tuning in again. And we want to start today with a topic today that we actually were thinking about it all week, actually, right? And it was...
We've been thinking about it for weeks, but not to talk about it because we've been doing it.
Yeah, I know. But no, we wanted to bring something good to you guys, yeah? So, about manufacturing your products.
Yeah.
So, it's... When we started...
Wait, stop.
I stopped.
Like and subscribe, guys, please. Hit
Hit
the bell notification.
Yeah.
Did I scare you?
No, I thought, well, what's going on? Earthquake. Ah! No. But guys, yes, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to see more of these videos. Comment below, tell us if you like it or if you're laughing at us or whatever you do, you know. Let us know, guys.
Yeah.
We really, we appreciate everything. So, manufacturing. When we started our business, we actually, I remember the first product we wanted to manufacture.
Yeah.
My wife actually said, you know what, I want to manufacture this. I want to find a local company here and start producing it. And well, that's what we did,
Yeah.
right? We found a...
Well, actually, we've done, sorry to cut you off, we've done both sides. We have companies that make some of the more complex products for us. But then as far, like we designed these laundry bags as well, these specific laundry bags that you can carry over your shoulder. They're completely unique. There's no other design like this. I designed it myself, actually. And because I know how to sew, we actually started doing them in-house by ourselves. I mean, we would clear out the whole lounge, the whole living room and kitchen. We'd be laying out, I mean, like what was it, 40 to 100 meters of material at a time. We got that chalk that people use on construction.
Yes.
You know,
so
we were snapping them to make the lines and then cutting them.
it,
We used
yes.
to, well, I mean, we were spending like
And
2 days cutting,
Also,
just cutting.
we made our own molds
Yeah.
for the laundry bags.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
We were in full production. I mean, we spent 2 days cutting, then we were ironing, then we were sewing. It was crazy. It was absolutely nuts. And we did that for 3 years.
Yeah, we did.
3 years, yeah. So we've done it making it at home ourselves, and which is not bad. It's a great way to start, especially if you don't have a lot of money. Because obviously when you go to a company, in order to get a good price for your product, you have to order, 1,000 or more of the product to be made. So if you just want to try out like a few hundred or maybe 50 in the beginning or 20, make it at home yourself. It does take more of your time, which time is money, but you have to kind of weigh up the investment. It's better to maybe put a little bit more time into it, so it kind of costs more in the beginning, and test the product to see if it's something that's going to work. Before you just try to lay out thousands of dollars or whatever currency you're working in to try to, get 1,000 of something made that you're not sure if it's going to sell. So that's the one way you can do it, is you can do it at home. Do it yourself.
You can do it at home, but another way you can do it is like especially sewing stuff.
Yeah.
You can also find someone locally, like a small person.
A small seamstress,
Yes.
Yeah.
And just, like we were,
Yeah, at one
when
point we
got
needed
back-
help because we had just moved and I was sewing them myself, but then we got some big orders for a few hundred, and I was doing about 100 a day, but I needed them done faster, and I had a lot of other things that I was doing. So we just found a local seamstress and we told her, look, can you make us 200 of these, in a week? And she was like, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
And we worked out a good price with her for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can definitely, if you're creative and you want to get something done, like they say, where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
You'll do it. So there's a lot of ways. There really should be no excuse for you to not do something. And I mean, another reason is you might not have a sewing machine at home, or you might just not be the kind of person that sews, but you have a great idea in your mind. Go to a local seamstress, and every single country around the world has seamstress, and they work for pretty decent prices.
How do you say it?
Seamstress.
Seamstress.
We'll do English lessons later.
Sorry, no, because so many times
Yeah.
you say it and I still can't pronounce.
I still
that
can't
word.
say accounting in Bulgarian. How do you say it?
Счетоводител.
Счетоводитель. Счетоводитель.
Anyway.
There you go, guys.
Listen, okay,
See,
we're not.
so, no, I'm just showing them. You can't say some English words, but I'm still suffering with some of those Bulgarian words I'm learning.
Yeah. So
There you go. So that's the one way to do it, guys. And then the other way to do it is obviously, yes, when you're in a place like we started manufacturing, when we knew that we were going to sell, we knew on average how much we were selling, and we knew what kind of quantities we were looking at. And then the manufacturing process also, okay, you can just buy generic, right? You get generic.
Right.
Okay. But if you're doing the personal brand like what we're doing, you really want it to be branded. You want it to be your product. So you need to have a sewn-in label.
Right.
You need to obviously follow all the international laws. Put what it's made out of there. If there's washing.
30 degrees or 40 degrees, whatever.
Well, whatever your requirements are for your product, So that's the one thing. That's the next thing is when you're manufacturing, you also need to think about how do you want to brand your product and have it something that sticks to your product so that when you're wearing your product, people are wearing your product or using your product outside, other people that maybe don't know them can see your logo, can see your brand and recognize it. And if they like what they see, then they can, they might not know. I might see somebody like in the shop and be like, man, I really like that bag, but maybe I'm not going to go ask the lady, oh, where'd you get your bag? Or where'd you get your hat? But if I can see a logo, then I'll go home on the internet, type it in, and I can find, if you have your own website, you see, that's how people can start finding you. So what we've decided now is we've always had our labels.
Yes.
But they're not always visible, the labels, because sometimes they're on the inside of the product, sometimes they get folded under, whatever it is. So now we've started actually getting our logo either sewn on the outside of the product or we have a steel button that we've made now that we can attach to the products. So how we do our manufacturing, first you have to find a manufacturer. And guys, a few weeks ago we started this process. Oh man, you were the one dealing with it. But we went through three
with
different.
The buttons?
No, for the hats. We went through 3 different companies.
No, but I'm saying for the yes.
To produce the new lines that we're making now.
Yes.
We have another. We have to go through 2 people. So we have one guy that we go through who speaks to them directly because it's another language. So it's kind of like a broken telephone because we have to speak to him. He has to speak to them. They have to speak to him. It's really frustrating, but it's what you have to do. If you want to get a product made, especially if you're working in another country where you might not speak the language, you need a translator.
Yeah.
And I think the most important thing when doing that is just to stay positive, to stay calm, to understand that everybody is confused, everybody's under pressure, everybody is stressed and trying to understand what needs to be done. So try to make your processes as simple as possible. And one great thing that Christo's done is he goes in like Paint or Word and he puts the picture of what we want, and then right next to it puts an arrow and writes the quantity and the sizes, and so they can see the exact color.
Yeah.
And he makes it really, really simple so that we can just send that picture on email or on Viber, however it is, on WhatsApp, and that way the manufacturer knows exactly what we're talking about. Because it is so common, guys, if you order dark gray, let's just say I'm going to order dark gray of something. Well, your idea of dark gray could be very different to someone else's idea of dark gray, even if it's off by a shade or 2 shades. And color is very important, especially when you find a color that's selling, a color that people want. You want that color, so you don't want different colors.
Exactly.
So when we started now with the new lines that we're producing 3 new styles. We went through, I think it was 3 different guys. The third guy finally helped us. The first guy, he was like, yeah, it was great. We chose the colors, we went through everything, then we placed the order. Oh no, we don't have the sizes, we're not going to make them until 6 months from now.
No, but the one thing was, first we agreed to something. They say, like he said, okay, I want you to order, like, I don't know, what was it, like 1,000 of each color or something like that. And then we thought about it because there was like 7 colors.
Yeah.
And then we say, okay, 7 colors, that's 7,000. That's a bit too much right now for a new line. And we say, okay, we'll choose 3 colors. Let's go for 3 colors. But then we chose the colors and then he changed his mind. No, we can't do that now.
Now they wanted 2,000. Yeah.
Now we wanted, we wanted more quantity. Yeah. Exactly. Then
he was just changing his mind all the time. That's why we don't have to. I mean, we can tell you all the details. I don't mind, but I don't want to waste your time here. It's just, yes, you have to be prepared when you were designing something new, that you might run into these. 99% you are going to run into these problems.
Yes.
And you have to, don't try to make it work with somebody like that that's changing their mind. That is not a good business partner. That is not somebody that you can do business with long term. You are going to have problems with them, and that's something that we've learned.
Exactly.
We have our other manufacturers that know what we want. We put the order in. They give us exactly what we want on time, the way we want it, and it's so easy now. And it's a dream. But when you're first trying to find that manufacturing, for me, the most important thing is a good relationship. The people need to be kind and respectful to you. Okay, you are a customer. It's, they don't have to treat you like a king or something, but it should be a win-win. You should be getting a good product at a good price, and they should also be making money and happy. And nobody should be bullying anybody.
But they also need to understand, what you want.
Your requirements.
Requirements, sorry. Yes, there you go. So they need to understand your requirements. So if you're a bit, if you change your mind in the first product that you're doing, and you change your mind 3-4 times, they need to understand that. They need to be understandable and say, okay, I understand the guy.
Well, that's part of the initial process of manufacturing. So yeah, when you are trying to find a manufacturer, the first thing you're going to do is tell them what product you're looking for. Then you're going to ask, okay, what kind of fabrics or materials can you make, because it depends. I mean, if you're making a plastic cup, that's made from plastic. So you first need to choose your materials, then you need to choose your colors. Then you need to choose your quantities and sizes and the variations that you're going to produce. You need to agree on all of that. So there's a lot of back and forth that is going to be happening. But that's exactly why I say you need to have somebody that you can communicate with, because if you have somebody that's being rude to you and bullying you and like trying to rush you through it, that is not somebody you want to do business with, because you're going to end up wasting your money on a product that's not how you want it, and then it's going to be harder for you to sell. So rather, if you start speaking with somebody, even if they have the best price and you think that they're amazing, you know what? It's not worth it. If they're going to give you a product that is not good enough and that you can't have a good relationship with, cut them off immediately and find somebody else. There's always somebody else out there.
Exactly.
So just value yourself, respect yourself, and put up those boundaries. Don't let yourself be treated badly in business just because you're a small business owner.
Yes, because that's what they do. Yes, because you feel like you're a small business, and then your budget is little, and you're thinking, well, I can't do that. You can do anything you want, believe me. As long as you find the right partner with you. That's all you have to do. So don't be shy, don't be scared, jump in and value yourself. Like, you know what? I'm a small business. My small business is as good as the big business. That's what I'm gonna tell you. And that's the truth.
And the thing is, if they service you properly and they support you, your small business will grow. You will sell more, and then you will order more. And it's going to benefit everybody. That's why I say, like, win-win. As long as it's a win-win, nobody should be rude to anybody. Nobody should be complaining about anything. Obviously, you don't want to make, insane demands. That's bullying.
Oh, of course.
But on the same side, they can't. Like the second guy that we were working with, he tried to not double the price, but he tried to increase it by halfway through. And he thought that we were so desperate that we would just pay him whatever he wanted. And when he did that, I just said, his price was already higher than the other people's. But we were going to go with him because he had good quality and we liked what he was going to do. But then when he did that, I said, no ways. I'm not going to do that. It's insane. And then we actually wound up going up back to an older guy that we worked with. And you see, he's got good communication, and he was able to sort us out in the end and give us exactly what we wanted for a fair price. So
he actually gave us better price, better quality. Everything came out again because we've been working with him so long.
Well, we did try him in the beginning. And see, this is another thing. Don't ever give up, guys, because we did try that guy in the beginning. And he was like, no, I can't. I don't know. And we ended up finding out that he had some family problems that he had to deal with. And so, guys, remember that people are all people. Everybody has things going on, and they might not necessarily tell you. So if you have a good relationship with somebody and they tell you, no, I can't, and they're short with you or something like that, give them a break.
Give them
a few days or a week, and then go back to them and go, I just wanted to ask you again, are you sure? And then if they're really rude to you, or if they really tell you, look, I really want to help you, but I really can't, then okay, that's understandable. But I found that with a lot of guys that we speak to, especially in foreign countries or foreign languages, you have to ask more than once.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You do. You have to just go once and then, give them 1-2 days, come back again, and it's like, I don't know.
It's like it gives them time to sink in, and maybe they think
They
about
get-
it subconsciously.
Yes.
Something happens.
And they get to know even better. It's like a relationship. He's back, and it's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go look harder now. And
Well, I think maybe one other thing that I would say on that is I think also when you go back a second or third time, they take you more seriously. They go, okay, this person really wants this. They are serious, but they're not just asking like for me to go run around and do a whole bunch of work, and they don't really, mean it. Which I understand. I wouldn't want to waste my time for people that are not going to actually go through with it. So there are a lot of factors, and that's why I say just be patient, be kind, and go back and ask again and work with people, and just understand that the manufacturing process, if you want to do it right, if you want the right quality, if you want a good price and a good working relationship, it's going to take a little bit of time, but as long as you put in the work and you go into it with a positive attitude and you just stay consistent, you will get what you want at the end of the day. And trust me, you're going to get an awesome product that's going to sell like crazy, and you're going to build a really good business based on that.
Definitely.
And just remember also when you're manufacturing, work your branding in from the beginning. It's really hard, like when you order, let's say 1,000 something today, and then, you realize, oh man, it's going really well. I really want it branded. And then you got to try to get the branding on it halfway through or order a whole new line. So rather slow it down, invest another $200 or whatever it is, put your brand, put your label on there, make sure that people can see your company's name, your brand, so that they can identify your product with your brand and get brand awareness out there and sell more.
Yeah. Definitely.
Especially if you're selling internationally like we do. Somebody can be walking down the street in Germany and see one of our products and see our logo.
Yeah.
And they can go and, buy some
Free advertising.
Yeah, more of our products.
Oh,
so.
it's not free. You buy. You have to put it.
Yeah, but it is in a way.
It's free, and you don't use social media and all that. It's actually out there, which is great.
Yeah.
So.
And it just gives your brand also. It gives it a higher value. It makes people see that you are really serious about your brand. You're not just some kind of generic, person, let's say buying from wherever, not caring about the product and slapping on a sticker, basically. When you actually put the time and care into really branding your products, then people really see it as an authentic product. They don't feel like, oh, it's just something somebody bought and put a sticker on, and it's not really their brand, because even though you're getting manufactured, how do they know that you're manufacturing it? They really don't at the end of the day. So the best way to really bring authenticity and value to your brand is to give it value and authenticity.
Authenticity, yes.
All right, guys, it's been a long video. Thank you for watching. I hope you got this far. Please like and subscribe and share our videos, comment. Let us know what questions you have, what struggles you're having, if there's anything else that we can help you out with, and good luck on your e-commerce journey. We'll see you next time.